And coming off the last shoot, will Oleina have anything left in the legs at all?
He's pushing himself, but look at in yellow, bib 14, Sikora is having a fantastic day from 16th up to 5th this time round. And he's missed, he's hit all 10 out of 10.
And he's closing down on Hannevold as well. I would also put Sikora in the same boat as Bjorndalen, pushing very hard in the early stages. Remember, they've got 5 2.5-kilometre laps to complete. Volkada is still in with a chance, Mike, of that medal you were talking about. 50 seconds down at the moment. The chances are that at least 2 of the 4 men in front of him will miss targets on the next shoot. That could put him up into the top 3.
Well, that was my analysis with Fourcade. He's the strongest of the stand shooters in the top 10, and that's where this race is going to be won today. The prawn is the easier aspect when it comes to windy conditions. Then you hit the standing, and in the women's race, exactly that's where we saw all the mistakes, the majority of the mistakes happening.
Albeit slowly, Grice is still going backwards. Now 1:14 behind the leaders. Rush of Germany has made good moves so far today. Started 14th, he's up into 8th place. There is Zemlya of Ukraine, hits the top 10 for the first time, having started 12th. And Simon Ada is going up and down. Missed one on the first shoot to lose a lot of positions. He's now back into 10th position, just ahead of Lars Berger.
Look at the power, the strength and the speed Bjorndalen's giving this race today. I would say that 4.6 is going to extend to over 10 seconds now.
Oss still looks good though, Mike. Do you think he's modelled himself on Bjorndalen as well?
I think they all have. It was interesting listening to Svensson how much he's modelled himself off Bjorndalen, copied the training ideas.
But look how steady the upper body is. There's very little rotation, if any, of the hips, and the shoulders also pointing the direction of travel.
It's wonderful. And Oss, a little bit like Lars Berger, he covers huge glide factor in each of his kicks.
What about Hannevold?
He's his own boss. Nobody could change Hannevold in shooting or technique, and it works. 15 years ago, he took his first gold medal at a World Championships, and that was in the team event.
That was 95.
95, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so long, Hannevold has managed to keep it together.
Good technique from Bjorndalen. If you are watching that, if you struggle with the downhill sections, watch the position of the knee, forward of the toe, and the hands also forward, ready for any reaction necessary. He's mastered it well. So many of the top Norwegian skiers have been weak at downhill. Bjorn Dæhlie particularly, who was the hero of the 90s.
Well, the 4.6 seconds, it's extended to 14.7, so 10 seconds is a huge amount per lap, 10 to 15.
Yeah, he's earned himself half a missed shot. But if he misses one, he at this rate he will be level with the leaders. Should the likes of Schudoff and Oss go clear, he'll be level with them by the time they come in for the last shoot, and then it's anybody's game.
Absolutely. I'm wondering if Bjorndalen is going to just go for quite a rapid fire. I think he might, as opposed to Oss. He's had a very steady, disciplined race so far, Alexander Oss. Schudoff has only ever stayed behind him.
Well, a big moment for Bjorndalen. 3 pursuit world titles in succession. Didn't win the Olympic Games. Didn't win any gold at the Olympic Games in 2006. Breathing hard. It's a good start. The chink of a hit. Excellent shooting from Bjorndalen. He makes it 5. Oss and Schudoff only have 1 target apiece at that stage, but still no mistakes from Oss. But as I said, they both throw one wide, so that's at least 30 seconds that Bjorndalen has gained. Oss has missed 2. The chance of the gold medal is slipping away from him. Schudoff still has a chance. 1 miss, 1 penalty to ski, and he's already 15 seconds behind, so he'll end up almost 35 seconds down on Oleina Bjorndalen. Now, who is going to come into the minor medals? Volkada with a chance. Sikora has been immaculate so far. And Halvard Hannevold, very, very reliable, but he's missed his first shot. Oh, Sikora misses his first of the day as well, and a malfunction. That's another 5 or 6 seconds, and you cannot afford it at the sharp end of this competition.
You know, that's going to cost Sikora. He's going to take time. Look, he still hasn't fired again. It takes 10, 15 seconds to rebuild position.
Volkada has done Alexander Oss a favour by missing 1, and he's still got 1 target to get down with 1 round remaining. Chikora 2 misses, 300 extra meters, the same for Fokada, and it's looking good for Oss of Norway, who should come out of the penalty loop any moment now. There he is, 104.9 behind. It's still a possibility of gold for Oss, but he's got to hope that both Bjorndalen and Schudoff missed 2 apiece in the final shoot. Largeberger with a chance of coming back, Mike. Oh, he's thrown his last one away, so that's a shame. Mickey Grice, 2 more misses. Simon Ada, fast as always, not so accurate this time round.
This is where Fokad is at his best.
So another 2 misses for the Frenchman, with the 2 brothers racing so close together. It's getting a little bit confusing. We can tell you that well, we're just waiting for Simon Fokad to exit the range area. There he is in 6th position, and his brother is not going to be so far behind. Martin started 18th. In fact, Martin is the one who's got himself up into 6th, 0-0-2, and Simon is dropping down the order, but should still come out in the top 10. That would be a very remarkable performance to have 2 brothers in the top 10 of a race. Famous racing brothers, I guess the Bjorndalens in their time, but Dag was never quite as good.
Dag just didn't have the ski speed as Ole Einar did, and look at that, 42 seconds ahead, and he's missed 1 more shot than Schudoff.
Well, 1 more shoot to go here in Pyeong Chang, and so far the racing has been fantastic. I think it's almost a match for Antolz, which was the best that we've seen for the last 5 or 6 seasons, with so many different nations, so many different athletes competing for the top positions. Here we have the old king of biathlon, Ole Einar Bjorndalen, showing everyone else how to do it, but it is still not in the bag quite yet. 42 seconds clear. If he puts another bit of a spurt in on this penultimate loop, he could afford himself 2 misses and still give himself a chance of winning. I think that might just be his aim. How much information will Bjorndalen get on this loop?
He states very clearly what he wants, so I'm just wondering, he will want to know where the chasing pack is, so he'll want to know that he's got a 46-second lead going into this shoot, which is 2 penalties he could miss. Given that Schudoff say we'll hit 5.
He can't get too much information because there aren't any coaches out there that can keep up with him.
This is the only part where you could keep up with him. But what a day he's having. Again, I think even if Svensson was racing today, nobody at the moment has a chance against him.
Pritvix of Estonia is lapped by Ole Einar Bjorndalen, now 2.5 kilometers ahead. There you go, Veldebra, he says, very good, and I think Bjorndalen knows that.
And he did, I didn't quite get it, but he was giving him the specific information as to what is happening behind. You need that information, especially in Bjorndalen's position.
Here is the chaser, and Schudoff has not really pushed himself too hard in the first 3 laps. He has no option now but to try and close the gap on Bjorndalen. 46 seconds at 8.2 kilometers. What's the damage going to be at 8.8? It's over 46. Question is Schudoff getting on terms as yet? No, he's not. He's lost another 4 seconds, 50 seconds. Bjorndalen can clear 2 penalty loops in that time. So if he hits 3 out of 5, the race is pretty much in the bag for Norway yet again. And it will be Ole Einar Bjorndalen's 12th World Championship gold. He will go ahead of Luck and Tikhonov at the top of the table.
Absolutely. Schudoff in 2nd place at the moment. He did finish in 2nd place last year at the World Championships in this race.
Alexander Oss in a lonely 3rd at the moment. He won't complain about the loneliness because he wants a big gap between himself and 4th. 124 behind Mike. He's got to hope that Schudoff misses 2.
He's got 30. Oss, I'm just looking further back, absolutely, but he's still got 34 seconds advantage on Largeberger, Alexander Oss. I cannot remember where we've got 2 minutes separating the top 5 in a pursuit competition.
So, your money.
Bjorndalen's just looked in control. He made some errors on the 2nd time in, but his last stand was perfect. The wind has dropped away again, and he will keep the same discipline as he showed us last time. Michael Lofgren has done a lot of good for the depth, I think, of the Norwegian team this year. He missed to the right there, just off target.
3 needed. 1 more. That's wide.
The wind's taking the rifle, moving it everywhere.
Well, he does well to get that last shot down. 2 penalties to pay, and if Shudoff shoots fast and clear, he may well come out alongside Oleine Bjorndalen. It is not done quite yet, but Shudoff needs to be fast, and he needs to be 100% accurate this time round. He missed 1 on the last standing shoot. He's got a good record in the standing shooting this year, Shudoff. 81%, which would suggest he might hit 4. Well, there's the miss, and that pretty much hands Bjorndalen the gold. Now he must think about defending 3rd position, because with 2 misses, with Os right on his tail now, the Norwegian will know the 2nd silver medal is possible. Bjorndalen is away, and he will have seen Shudoff entering the penalty loop. He knows that the gold is his, provided he stays on his feet on that last downhill.
Absolutely, this is the big moment for Os.
Needs 5. Oh, what a shame. He rushed number 4 and he rushed number 5. 1 went down, and I think that might just have cost him, but he will give it a go. He's going to come out some 15 seconds down on Shudoff. The question is, what has Os saved over the last loop? Berger now has a chance of getting back in the medals.
That looked like a smile on his face. He is a big character.
Your money would be on Sikora, to be honest, to hit the 5.
Berger will shoot fast. He's missed a couple now.
Sikora with a chance. Oh, he's missed number 5 as well. How many times have we seen it? And Martin Fourcade, the younger of the 2 brothers, in 6th position as he left the range last time. He's missed as well, so the pressure is on. Yes, it's the hardest shoot because you're most fatigued, but the pressure of the race situation is immense. Even Hannevold has cracked today. 0-1-3 for Hannevold so far. 4 penalty loops paid. Good way to finish with a clear shoot. Oh, he can't get number 5. I think it's glued up.
Well, Bjorndalen, he's got 45.5 seconds ahead of Shudoff and 54 ahead of Os. Now, Os needs to pull back 9 seconds to move up into silver place.
Well, what did you think of Shudoff on the last lap? The fact that he was losing to Bjorndalen, but he was definitely trying to stay in touch.
Yes, he was. Shudoff, comparing him to last World Championships, he hasn't got the spark, the aggression. And I think that Os might be able to close that 10-second gap. It would be quite a miracle almost to pull 10 seconds back when they've shaded each other throughout this race so evenly.
Now let's have a look. The real race is on for 2nd and 3rd. I think Bjorndalen has another gold, his 12th in the bag. He came here saying any medal will do me. A gold would be nice, but he said he'd be happy with any medal. Well, here is the master. Mike, talk us through his technique here. I know he missed 2.
The wind was the factor here. You can see the rifle, it was blowing left and right, but his mindset, it's difficult for anyone, no matter how good you are in conditions like this, because nothing is stable.
Shoot off.